Aquarius. 5 key themes for May 1st. 15. There are many planetary shifts in the month of May. Whether it be Rahu, the ruling planet of Aquarius, changing houses, or Jupiter, the planet of finances, also changing signs, along with various monthly planets that are moving. How do these affect Aquarians in these 5 key areas? Let's update together. Anyone whose ascendant is Aquarius, or who was born between February 15th and March 14th, can listen in. If you're interested in the movement of planets, astrology, and predictions, please subscribe to the Paiacorn channel. In the recent past, Aquarians were affected by a pair of hostile planets concerning financial matters. This was Mercury, which had been meeting Rahu. In the first half of May, this is a period when movements and resolutions related to money matters start to shift and transform due to Mercury, which had been moving erratically and weakly, being in the house of finances, now moving out on May 1st. Point 1. Mercury transits to the house of social circles. Mercury begins its forward motion and enters the house of friends and society. Additionally, Mars, which rules this house and also relates to work, is present. Therefore, news and developments regarding work will advance, especially around new initiatives. Aquarians are likely to be discussing new projects. There will be increased communications and group interactions due to Mercury being with the Sun, which is exalted. This is a moment when Aquarians will connect, coordinate, and make changes within their team or community, or even with siblings, since this house also represents social ties and siblings. Work that was previously stalled or unclear, especially around pricing, finances, or deals, will now begin to move forward. This is a time when Mercury, the communication planet of Aquarius, returns to its normal motion, enabling smoother coordination and gradual resolution of previous blockages. Currently, Aquarius's career planet is still in the enemy house, so there is an ongoing problem-solving process waiting for answers or fixes. Even so, there's progress happening at the same time, though it might include some adjustments or terminations, particularly in team-related matters or surrounding individuals in your social work environment. Because Mercury rules both the death house and the children creative house, this means Aquarians will clear old matters and welcome new opportunities, fresh hopes, new jobs, or even career advancements. Point 2. Rahu changes signs on May 5th. This marks the moment when your ruling planet moves out of the financial house and into its own house, becoming exalted ruler in its natal sign. Rahu here is strong and stable, bringing Aquarians a strong fate and destiny in terms of planetary power. This relates to wit and ingenuity, and it's a moment of luck, fortune, and positive surprises returning. It also implies frequent travel. Being a powerful air element planet, Rahu brings about movement, especially connected to money-making activities. From May 5th onward, Rahu leaves the money house, concluding the phase of Rahu stealing wealth. This transition ushers in a new era of financial structure for Aquarians. At the same time, the planet of finance also changes signs. Point 3. Jupiter enters the house of children creativity. Jupiter moves into the house of children, creativity, and new beginnings, where it will remain for 1 full year. Therefore, your financial conditions will now relate to new beginnings and hopeful opportunities. Some of you may change career paths, or your methods of income generation may shift. You might start new projects that offer potential income streams. It can also signify finances tied to those of different generations, such as children or subordinates. This placement refers to income linked to work involving younger people, children, youth groups, and similar networks. Jupiter also brings support from senior figures, organizations, or matters related to education, teaching, or knowledge sharing. There may be more frequent windfalls, as Jupiter now opposes the house of gains, implying potential for small but steady accumulations of wealth. Combined with Rahu, your planet of luck and fortune, this suggests opportunities to harvest profits, gain from commissions, percentages, or shared revenue. If managed wisely, Aquarians' finances will improve overall. Debts can be cleared, and wild financial swings will stabilize. Point 4. Rahu and Saturn conjunct in Aquarius. Rahu and Saturn will conjunct in Aquarius, your ascendant sign. Saturn changes signs on May 19th, meaning there is a 15-day window when two major planetary allies will be sitting directly on your ascendant. This influence can bring positive developments like receiving large sums of money, especially related to contracts, agreements, or business deals. There may be unexpected transactions or lump sums of money appearing. However, be cautious of a downside. You may also lose money. Saturn rules the 12th house, which relates to leakages or unexpected expenses. During this period, people with strong charts or good merit may gain. But those with heavy burdens or vulnerable charts should watch out for large expenses or sudden losses. Those in negotiations may find that legal issues or adversarial interactions are triggered. Paying to resolve a dispute may be required. Due to the influence of Ketu in the opposing house, activating confrontational dynamics. During May 5th, 19, Rahu and Saturn both directly affect you. So, while you may gain money, you may also lose it. Live cautiously during this transition. Unexpected conflicts can arise, so stay calm and avoid risky behavior. Point 5. Health-related concerns during May 1st, 15. Mars remains weak and is located in the enemy house. While work progresses, it's also fraught with problems and stress. Some issues may be physically and mentally draining. Mars governs your vitality and drive, and during this time, you may feel tired, bored, or lack physical strength. Additionally, Saturn is sitting at the final degrees of Aquarius, preparing to exit. Since Saturn rules the 12th house, this period also requires care in terms of unexpected health problems. Be especially cautious about accidents, walking or using vehicles, and emotional control. This is a time when Rahu and Saturn, your major planetary allies, affect your core self. Sometimes you may make rash decisions, act on emotions, or overspend to secure stability or prestige. Be careful about grand gestures or big risks. If you travel often or have heavy responsibilities, carry essential medicines, especially if you work in high-temperature environments. Bring smelling salts, herbal balms, etc. to be prepared for any dizziness or fainting. To all Aquarians who are listening to this clip, may you be prosperous beyond reason. May all your suffering, worries, or stress vanish instantly. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as a form of support. See you again in the next episode of Thai Astrological Predictions. Goodbye.